Oh, hi, three people that I don't know, and one friend. If you know me, and you don't, you know I've traveled the world. I've seen the Northern Lights and upside down rainbows, which was actually weirder than the Northern Lights. I've climbed the Andes and the pyramids, which we don't talk about. I've pissed in every ocean in the world, touched the highest and lowest points on earth, and kissed more than three women. But you don't hear me bragging about that on some boring YouTube montage video, do you? No, no, you don't, you twat. Because personally, I like to get amped up for my innumerable exciting trips around the world. And to do this, I make the mistake of watching your crappy little montage pieces that offer absolutely nothing of interest. Every time I leave the country, I have to watch some of those. I'll think, oh, maybe this one will be different, but they never, ever are. So here's an example of what I'm talking about, based appropriately on a trip to the bathroom. Hey guys, so it's been a long day, but I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna take a really big piss. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go take a piss. We're in line to take a piss. Some really cool stuff happened, but I'm not gonna actually share it or anything. Well, I'm peeing, so I gotta go take a pee. It was really good. And catch me next time. I'll be doing some other stuff you don't get to actually see in the video. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like. Now, try and use that withered imagination of yours. I know it's hard after years of social media and pornography and really superficial relationships with so-called friends and lovers, but try and use it and pretend that that bathroom was somewhere you actually wanted to visit. Do you think you would have come away from that video with some new insight into the art of going to the bathroom? I don't think you would. But even more insidious and entirely self-serving are the videos of idiots with money. They're the Tinder profile pic of Machu Picchu of the travel video world. They say little and show even less, fueled instead by some insipid dillard's inflated ego. And here's a small example of what I'm talking about when I say that. So, all we really learned from this video is that someone has a back and love handles and maybe needs to stop making excuses uh, for skipping CV at the gym. And also that they don't want to pay for music that isn't public domain and probably recently figured out the slo-mo function. They have nothing else to say about going to the bathroom or the world around the bathroom. And these are the kind of videos that flood the market and get the most attention. So anyone with actual words to say, they tend to be lost in the mix. There are notable exceptions, but they are in the minority, I would say. And the reason I even bring any of this up is you see places like Bali, which is dying, essentially, Iceland, which is increasingly swamped with tourists to the point that it's unsustainable to stay there, much like Cuba, Venice, which is sinking into the ground, not helped by the tourists at all. Amsterdam has just given up entirely on trying to market to intellectual tourists and has just resigned to its fate. And Edinburgh is slowly morphing into the Universal Studios Harry Potter attraction because ultimately roving hordes of narcissists with nothing to say are saying it as loudly as possible, en masse, at the expense of locals and other tourists alike, destroying ancient structures for their cliched photos, wiping out authentic experiences, and spawning equally vapid Instagram travelers, gremlin style, at an exponential rate. Here's a question. If you're watching this and you are one of these Instagram travel video types, and I want you to think long and hard about it. Are you truly a person of the world wanting to learn and to be humbled by experiences all over the world? Or are you one of a million dullards who just wants to pretend to be one? Is ruining the world around you worth your boring home movie that will get 10,000 likes? Because if you really wanted to, and if you were serious about creating travel videos, it wouldn't take a lot of work, maybe a few hours of actual research and planning to turn your dross, repetitive, cliche, tired videos into something so much better. And to do that, maybe just ask yourself some of the following questions. And then when you're filming, your videos will be better. And you can thank me or pretend it was your idea. So, ask yourself, are you saying anything? Are you adding anything new? Can you add anything new to what you're saying? And if not, why are you bothering to film in the first place? And if so, what? Actually go into it. Don't just touch upon it. What impact does tourism have on the area you're visiting? Because I know a lot of places that are slowly dying because of tourism. And people tend to ignore that. It's like, oh, yes, let's go to this place. They don't have enough food for the locals, but boy, are the Instagram pictures delicious. What the point? What is the history of the place? Is there a rich history? There is. Uh, Maybe actually share some of that. Maybe actually share something about the place you're in instead of talking about yourself and very superficial experiences. What do the locals think of you, tourists in general, and their country? Are they proud? Are they happy? What's going on with them? It doesn't take much to talk to a local. You just have to be friendly. You might actually learn something. Take yourself out of the comfort zone you pretend you're not in. Just an idea. Grow as a person. You'll thank me for it later. Where actually are you? Not just the city name, but try and show a feeling of the actual place instead of just clips of the pretty spots. Lima looks really nice if you film it just right, but it's an incredibly diverse city, and that's just one example. And you wouldn't be able to show the entire city if you just showed clips of the hotspots. What did you actually do while you were traveling? Don't just do the oh hey guys bit. Actually get into it. Do like a budget analysis and a rundown of your accommodation and places you would recommend and how much they cost. Give people an actual quantifiable idea of what you're doing and where and why, because otherwise you're adding nothing to the conversation. Did you miss out on anything while you were there that you would like other people to do? Might be a way to encourage other people to explore if they know that you have regrets. I didn't get to climb Mount Fiji, but they'd like other people to do it. Finally, Do you have any interesting stories? Or, better yet, did you actually film some interesting stories while you were traveling? Instead of, ignoring all of that, which is what happens in most of these videos. So, yeah. This is a video that 3 people are going to watch, but hopefully one of you watches it and starts to make decent traveling videos because Uncle Tony is dead and we need someone to take his place. And it sure as fuck isn't going to be Gordon Ramsay. So let's see what we can do about that, I guess. So, yes, with a little work and integrity, you can turn your generic footage into something a little bit more honest and engaging. And if you do that, I win, and I get to watch videos that excite me. You win because you have better footage, and everyone else wins. So why the fuck aren't you doing it? Why are you sticking to these really, really poorly made videos? I don't know. I get to make poorly videos because I have 22 subscribers and I honestly don't care who watches this. I just wanted to get it off my chest, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, I hope this helps someone out of the 3 people watching this because this is one of the many things that we can do better at, which coincidentally is the name of this series. So it's weird how I fixed that in there at the end. Yeah, I'm just so lonely, guys. You know what would make me less lonely? If you were to hit all those buttons on that screen. The thumbs down button, the report button, the block this channel button, all those buttons, all the opposite. It's up to you. Go wild. I don't care. But please film travel videos a bit better. Please. Bye.